Sup you guys, ASD Classified here, and today I'm going to be doing my review of episode 16 of Power Rangers Dino Fury, Ancient History. So in this episode, training! Oh my god, I can't believe this. They waited until episode 16 of 22 to show Zay teaching the Rangers. Why? Why would you wait this long to show a scene like this? Oh, I get it. It's because in this episode, Zay's leadership skills are going to be called into question. Oh, writers, you sly devils. Oh, yeah, no. This scene should have been in like episode 2. There's no reason for them to wait this long to show Zayto, the actual OG Red Ranger, training the other Rangers who are rookies. Why would you wait until now to do that? Okay, let's just get into the actual meat and potatoes of this episode. So the Gold Ranger returns. He teleports into the Ranger base and he demorphs and he's wearing modern clothes. So did the Ninja Nexus Prism get him a new fit? Like, where did this come from? But whatever, there's bigger fish to fry here. So the Gold Ranger's name is Aiyon, and he was the original 6th Ranger on Zayto's team 65 million years ago. And Zayto is still pissed that this man is alive. Like, Zayto, come on, man. Even if there is some bad blood between you two, shouldn't you at least be happy that the man is alive? You still have this stank face on. Like, what? Come on, man. We also find out in this episode that Aiyon and Zay used to be best friends, which makes Zay's reaction to Aiyon being back even worse. Your best friend? Like, even if y'all not best friends anymore, whatever, okay. In this episode, we learn what happened in the final battle between the OG Dino Fury Rangers and the Sporix Beast. The Rangers were in what I assume to be their Ultrazord, and they fired a massive energy beam at the Sporix Beast army, right? And then the Ultrazord started to blow up and fall apart, and Zayto was like, we need to eject! And then we saw that Aiyon and Zayto ended up in these stasis pods, and they shot out of the Megazord. And then the explosion from the Megazord knocked Aiyon into the Pine Ridge Bay, and that's where he's been this entire time until recently, right? However, a lot of this doesn't make sense once we start putting our thinking caps on. So, how come the Rangers didn't just eject regularly? Why did they need to get into stasis pods? They couldn't just teleport? And how come only Zayto and Aiyon were able to get into stasis pods and eject? What happened to the other Rangers? Did the consoles blow up before they could get into stasis pods? Dark. And if Aiyon turned out to be alive, how come they're all so sure that the other OG Dino Fury Rangers died? Like, if he's alive and Zayto's alive, maybe they're alive too, right? And if Zayto was instantly put in a deep sleep in the stasis pod, how did he already know that his teammates had died? In the premiere, he instantly knew that Amelia and Ollie morphed were not his original teammates. So he knew they were dead.
And who are they?
They're new and friendly.
But how could that be if you were instantly put asleep in a stasis pod after the Megazord blew up? I don't know. Is it like how it works with some coma patients where even if you're asleep, you can still hear people talking to you? Maybe when Solon found Zayto's stasis pod and took it back to the base, she told him while he was in the pod that, hey, the rest of your team died, but I'll keep you safe, you know. I don't know. Maybe, whatever. Nobody's gonna explain this. But anyway, Aiyon's been asleep underwater this entire time until the Ninja Nexus Prism found him. And then the Prism told the Morphin Masters. And then the Green Morphin Master showed up. And she's the one that revived the Gold Ranger. And she did so because without the Gold Ranger, Lord Zed will reign again. One, I find it funny that if Lord Zed had not returned, the Morphin Masters wouldn't have given a damn about finding Aiyon and waking him up. But anyway, this line about, hey, I'm bringing the Gold Ranger back because we need him to fight Lord Zed, this pretty much cements the fact that Lord Zed is going to be a big threat down the line in future episodes. And that it will take the power of 6 Rangers to defeat the Emperor of Evil.
Whether there are 6 or 1,000 of them, I will return and destroy them all!
So Aiyon tells the other Rangers that he would love to join their team, but only if he could be the leader. and he then reveals Zayto's shocking secret that the Ravkonians were the ones who created the Sporix beast, the Ravkonian government actually. And Zayto had the power to stop the Sporix beast from ever being made because he was the leader of the Ravkon Knights. But Zayto trusted the military superiors and he sided with them, and then they created the Sporix beast, and the rest is history. The Sporix beast turned on them and killed them all. So sad. Before the Sporix beasts were made, Aiyon had begged Zayto to not side with the government and create the Sporix beasts because he felt there wasn't enough testing done and that the beasts were going to be very dangerous, and Aiyon turned out to be right, and that's why there's bad blood between Aiyon and Zayto. So once the other newbie Rangers learned about Zayto's dark secret, they were pissed. Oh, Amelia got all up in Zay's face and the other Rangers were giving him stank looks. It's like, get over yourselves, please. Like, Zayto made this decision, and then after he made this decision, his entire planet was demolished. Friends and family dead. I think he paid enough. Like, chill out. Well, after that, Aiyon pretty much made himself leader in this episode. Zayto didn't fight it because he was feeling too guilty, and the other Rangers said nothing. They are trash. Trash! None of them stood by Zayto. Now, the episode tries to act like, oh, there's no time to worry about this because Void Knight's people are looking for Aiyon's lost Zord and we gotta find it before they do. But no, there was plenty of time for them Rangers to be like, hey, look, Zayto's the leader. He's going to remain the leader, and you can join our team if you want to. If you're a real Ranger, you'll join us anyway. But yeah, Zayto's going to be the leader. They had plenty of time to stand by that man. They just chose not to. So, trash ass team. But anyway, Megazord water fight! Yes, in this episode, the monster of the day grew giant size and it knocked the Rangers' Megazord into the water. And their Megazord does not work in the water like at all. It started falling apart. It was crazy. And it reminds me so much of the season 1 finale of Mighty Morphin. The nostalgia just hit me. It just, Our new leader, Aiyon, didn't know what to do. He's over here asking the other newbie Rangers for help, and they just like, man, don't look at me. I don't know what to do. Aiyon, what we should do? They just passed it right back at him. It's like, guys, I know he's the leader now, but, you know, anybody in the team can come up with a good idea. You know, there's no I in team. You know, the leader is not the only one that can come up with plans. Come on, guys. Aiyon then asked Zayto what to do, and Zayto was like, look, we can't win. The Zords just don't work underwater. We have to abandon them, you know? So Aiyon took his advice, and the Rangers just abandoned their Megazord underwater. Funny, when the Rangers ejected their Megazord, they didn't use any stasis pods. They just teleported. So after this, Aiyon realizes how hard it is to be a leader, and everyone is looking to you for advice, and then they're judging you when you make the wrong decision, and it's just so hard, you guys. It's hard. It's super hard. So after that, Aiyon is like, Zayto, my bad. I'm sorry I gave you grief for so long. And then they squashed the little animosity they had between each other, and they were good friends again. And I shit you not, the power of them being bros again awakened Aiyon's lost Zord, the Megazord. Not even joking. It's guy love between two guys. The Megazord is the only Zord in their arsenal that can operate underwater, similar to the Dragon Zord in season 1. Aiyon asks Zay to join him in his Zord to fight the monster, and Zayto agrees. Fuck the other Rangers, I guess. So with the Megazord, the monster is destroyed and the other Zords are saved. Zayto is made leader again, and the Dino Fury Rangers are now officially a team of 6. The prophecy has been fulfilled. The 6th Ranger is now one of us. I'm gonna be nice and give this episode a 4 out of 5. I did enjoy it, and it's one of the few episodes that gives us a story and some backstory. And I do like Aiyon. He's a pretty cool Ranger. I do like him. He's a knight with a gun. What's not to love about that? Why does he have a gun instead of a sword like the rest of them? Those wacky Morphin Masters. But yeah, I enjoyed this episode. It was very entertaining. I didn't talk about Mucus in this episode, but Mucus was pretty funny in it as well. Had very good jokes. But yeah, if you're watching this review, what did you think about this episode of Power Rangers Dino Fury? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you think it was mud? Let me know in the comments. If you'd be so kind. Alright, later guys. Jamata.